Welcome everybody, it's Mike Brown with FlowTrack. We're going to kick off our lunch and earn today, so let's dive in. We're going to be going over something really cool, but first I just wanted to remind you guys to go ahead and like this video and smash the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure to ring the bell to get notifications for when we go live. And you can always find us on social media. You got YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and soon to be TikTok. So let's go ahead and dive in and share my screen, and we can go over what we're going to be talking about today. So we get this question a lot. It still pops up all the time. So I want to show you guys the different options you have to customize or embed different sites into your custom menu navigation on the left-hand side. So obviously you can customize this page. If you go under white label, you got the navigation options right here, and you can customize the logo, the text, you can add your own custom links. But a lot of people want to know, how do you embed other websites into the system? Now, a lot of people have been asking about different third-party services that don't actually have a URL to embed in the system. They actually give you like a JavaScript widget or a snippet of code, something like that. So the best way to embed that is actually to create a site in the website builder. And you can put that widget on a page on your site, and then you embed that page in your site. So that's what we're going to show you right now, how you can go ahead and do that really quick. So it's super easy. So let's dive in. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. We're going to be answering your questions and comments at the end. So go ahead and start piling up with those questions and we'll get to them. So let's go ahead and dive into the website builder. So in the website builder, just go ahead and create a new project. We're going to call this something like embed link. Just give it a name. And then you can start customizing this page with your custom code, right? So you're going to be able to get that custom code and drop it into your site settings and make that visible on your site. So I'm actually just going to create an empty page. I'm going to show you where you would do it. And I'm actually going to do one simple change on this page to make it look like it's really native or part of FlowTrack. And that is actually set the background color, right? So if you come in here and you set the background color, let's go ahead. I'm copying the color right here, this gray. I got this little color picker thing that tells me what color it is, but you got this sort of thing right here. So you can set the background color of the section. I could actually use a box and just make it kind of end to end. So why don't we just do that? I'll just put it in, I'll just leave it like this for example. We'll just take away the header and the footer, and let's just make it 100% width. So I'm going to go into the dimensions and we'll make this 100% width. Let's see, we got to remove the padding right here and remove the padding over there and make this 100%. And let's see, we're going to do max width 100%. There we go. All right, and then we're going to make the height 100% as well. So I'm going to do 100% viewport height. And we'll also make the minimum height 100% viewport height. There we go. So we got this nice big empty gray page, right? And I just want to show you how this can work as an example. And let's just put in some heading text in here. It says welcome, right? And so what I want you to do is I want you to imagine that we're going to be customizing this to build our own custom page in FlowTrack for customers, right? And we put all the scripts in here. So if you go under page settings, and if you had custom code that you wanted to embed, this is where you would put it, right? You can put it in the header, body start, body end. That's going to allow you to drop in a widget from a third-party service, and we'll show you how you can get that plugged in. I just noticed someone's asking if you record all these. So yes, these are all recorded. You guys can watch them on Facebook or YouTube. If you go to the YouTube channel, you click on the live tab, you're going to be able to see all the different live streams that are on there. So go ahead and check that out. So I'm just going to publish this site really quick, and let's just call this embed.flowtrack.me. So I'm going to go, oh, that one's already taken. So we'll go test 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's already taken too. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I'm the only one that thought of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So perfect. So we're going to set this up for website hosting, and we're going to publish this page really quick, and then we're going to embed it inside the custom menu navigation. Now, the reason I set that background gray is because that's actually the gray background color of FlowTrack by default. So when we use that gray color, it's going to look the same, right? It's going to feel the same. It's going to feel like it's part of the application. Now, if you happen to have a different background color set, because of course you can customize all those colors under white label, go ahead and get that to match the look and feel of your site. So, and for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about on those white label settings, I can go ahead and show you where we have that as well. So I'm going to go back into the white label settings, open up a new tab, and I'm talking about the styles page, right? On the styles page, you can set every little color. You got the background color, etc. And it's really this gray you see in the background that I'm talking about. That's kind of like behind this text. That's the color I wanted to make this page. So we got this page published. That's great. It's setting up the site for us automatically. I got this cool little domain right here, and we can go ahead and get this plugged in to the custom menu navigation. So we can go to this site, and the SSL certificate is still being set up, so it might take a second. There's like a minute delay, something like that, but I can go ahead and show you what this looks like. I'll just pull up a new tab, paste this in here. Still getting approved, so I'm just going to click proceed anyways. There we go. We see you got this gray page in here. And so this is what I'm going to be embedding. So for that, we're just going to dive into the white label settings, and under navigation, just click on new navigation item. And maybe you have like analytics, right? Some analytics tab, and you're going to put something custom in there. Just paste the link in here, right? It's the page with your script or that custom look and feel. And you can just check this box to embed it in the app, right? And so that's really what we want to use, is this embed feature. And it's going to be able to put it there in FlowTrack, and it's going to embed it in the application. So you can save that. Now, when you do save it, it does a quick test of the site to make sure that it can be embedded, because not all different pages can be. So when you save it, you're going to get a notification telling you, you know, this was updated, or, you know, this page can't be embedded. So you're going to get that sort of message. And so it's going to look something like this, right? So this is one of the templates I just embedded here in the site. You can come in here and, you know, customize that and get it to have your look and feel. The SSL certificate on the other one still says pending. So I want to show you that one when that finishes. But for now, we can just dive into the comments, see if anyone has any questions, but it's super easy to build a page embedded in FlowTrack and have it look like it's part of your app. So let's go ahead and dive into one of the first questions in here. It says, is there any plans or any way to add a submenu option that will show when you hover or click over a current menu tab? So we do have, let's see what we do have. All right, so let's dive in. I think we may already have the submenu, but I'm not 100% sure. So we're just going to try it and see what happens. I know we do have, I just want to see if we got that second level. So I'm going to drop in a nav bar onto this site, right? And so this is middle aligned, and we'll just come in here under manage menu. So you do have the second level menu, right? So you can see you got the second level right here. It's actually on there by default, so you can see how that works. And of course, you can just rearrange these things and put them wherever you want. You can build more second level menus in here and just customize that. So there you go. So you got that new feature. So new feature alerts, right? We can do new feature alert. So there you go. You got your submenu options that will show on hover. If that's what you're talking about, let me know. If not, I'm happy to answer your questions. So there you go. You got that in there. So keep the questions coming. Just drop it in the chat, and we're going to go ahead and get these updated for you. Someone's asking, are you working on the speed of the website builder? What should we expect? Absolutely. So we actually have all hands on deck right now working on the website builder. So we're adding, probably about 50 more fixes and enhancements. A lot of those are speed related. And by the way, that's the speed of inside the web designer when you're building it. The speed of the publish site is already the fastest I've ever seen on any other service, but we want it to be fluid in here, while you're designing pages too. So everything's super fluid, but it does get, a little bit slow if you have a big page. So if you have a small page like this, or just a landing page might be fine. But if you got a page that's like, tons of sections, it could be a little bit faster. So the team is working on that. And they're working on tons of enhancements on all the elements. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but they're even changing like the order of the elements. They put some of the most frequently used ones on top, right? They've been changing the little indicators of the icons. So the small text or regular text item has a smaller A icon. The other one has a medium, the other has a large. So just little like UI hints and small improvements they're making on top of that to make it easier and make building in here faster. We got new icons for some of these things. We've been enhancing a lot of these things, changing the global styles on these. Overall, just trying to make this as smooth of an experience as possible. So if you guys have any issues or updates you want to see inside the website builder, please don't hesitate to let us know. You can do that by just dropping a quick message to support or dropping something on the roadmap if it's a new feature, and we can go ahead and get that added in here. So I expect the whole situation with the website builder to be, leaps and bounds, more optimized and better overall. And I would say this week. So we got a lot of stuff they're cranking out this week. So great question. Let's see. Okay, someone's asking about the submenu inside FlowTrack. Okay, that's different. So you do have the navigation here, and you're basically asking for a submenu inside FlowTrack. So the reason why we actually didn't put submenus in here is because it actually becomes a little bit harder to use with submenus. And we actually thought about a submenu design in here. And some people have the click to expand type of submenus. Some have the on hover, and then you go to the next level and do that. And we didn't do that because it makes it a little bit harder to use. They've actually done a lot of different studies on that, on all the different types of navigation. We got, top navigation, left first, top second, top first, left second, etc., and with or without sub navigation. And they found that this way is the absolute easiest way for people by far. So, I don't think we're going to be adding second level nav on this, but I'm always motivated by the roadmap. So if you drop something in there as a feature suggestion, and if enough people upvote it, right, we'll go ahead and get that prioritized and put that in there. But I can tell you that based on the studies we read, you really want to try to fit stuff in here as much as possible. Now, if you're talking about this level submenu at the top, that's something we could do, right? Because that fits into the current structure of this, where you got the first level here on the left, top level here up on the right. We can do something like that if that's what you're talking about. I think that sounds pretty cool, actually. But if it was like the hover type, where you hover and you get a submenu, that can be kind of weird sometimes. So, but great question. It would be nice to reorder, rename a few blocks on the automations as well. So that's a great question. I think that's something we can add in here too. That sounds like a great idea. So make sure that's on the roadmap if it's not already, and please upvote that one as well. We got another question in here. So as a new white label owner, newbie, where can I find the best walkthroughs to get us up to speed up our white label? That's a great question. And we're doing these live streams, 3 times a week. We got this lunch and earn on Monday. We got the caviar Wednesday and the champagne Friday, and all 3 of those are at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So this is your chance to go ahead and dive in and ask questions, and we can go over any topic that you guys want. Now, in the past, we reserved it. We're like, the Champagne Friday was for white label people, and Caviar Wednesday was for black label people, and everyone just wants to go to all of them. So we just went ahead and open it up to everyone, so you guys can go in here and get up to speed. Now, we do have a good number of videos on the YouTube channel. You can go in and make sure you click on the live tab, because you're going to see a lot of those, and you can search in there on the white label. Now, we got videos on everything from creating your first packages using the package manager, using those packages on your forms to sell your packages, all of that. But the cool thing is about the white label package is when you sign up, you automatically get a blueprint run in your account. It has this white label blueprint, so it's going to have everything you need to really hit the ground running with an example kind of end-to-end system. And so what does that mean? Well, when you sign up, you got a website template, right? You got a form template, which is your sign-up form, right? You got a phone number. You got that phone number hooked up to an automation flow. So you got a lot of different things in there, pipeline, a bunch of stuff, a package, so you can really hit the ground running. So when you go in there, you should see things already created in here for you. So you got an example package that you can work with. You got an example site, and now it's just going in there and customizing it, making it your own. So great question. Let us know if you need any help. We're happy to, set a topic just on that and do more of these great live streams for you. So someone's saying on the hover over in the menu, it would be awesome for a tutorial video or walkthrough of the options. So absolutely. And the team's been working really hard on adding new support docs to our support portal. So we got support.flowtrack.co, and you can go there and you can see all the different tutorials that we have. So it is on our list to go in on that. I'm just pulling it up now. Can't multitask. Okay. So it is on our list to go in here and, create quick videos on all this. So everything we're writing an article for, we're going to go in and try to create a video for it too. So if you're like me and you're more of a visual person, right, you want to go in and actually see how we're doing it instead of just reading about it. So if there's already an article about it, I would say expect videos in the near future. If there's not already an article about it, let us know, because we're adding more stuff in here every day on all these different sections. But I agree with you, videos would be awesome. Someone's asking about Phoenix James is saying any timeline on the voice drop implementation that's on the roadmap. So I don't know where that one is on the roadmap off the top of my head. But I do agree that the voicemail drop would be pretty cool. So I don't have an answer for you on that. Oh, and the person that's asking about the tutorial videos is saying it's for your clients. So that's a great question. And that's one of the things that always pops up. People are like, how can we do our own videos for our clients? And some people want white labeled videos. Some people want videos with no branding. We're trying to go the route where it's just videos with no branding. So when you go in, right, it's not going to say FlowTrack. It's going to say something super generic. I think it just says like it's on the Help Center YouTube channel, something really generic, right? So no one's going to know. And hopefully that can save you guys a lot of work when you guys are using these videos instead of having to recreate them all, because it's going to be a lot. We're aiming for the hundreds. So, no one wants to create that. So great question. Someone's saying that when there's a green arrow to upgrade the app, it would be nice to know if it pointed to the release notes and not the roadmap. So great question. And the reason it points to the roadmap is because the roadmap also does have a changelog feature in there. So we use a third-party roadmap software. And so it's not hooked up to that link yet, but when you click on that updates, it's supposed to go to the release notes or changelog so you can see what was updated. So expect that soon. And I still can't see who this says. It just says Facebook user, right? So, so whoever that is, Facebook user, you can expect that soon. But great idea. So keep the comments flowing in here, and we'll go ahead and, it's Danny. So, hey, Danny, how you doing? And a lot of you guys, it just says Facebook user, so I still need to figure out how to get that updated, but keep the great suggestions coming. And like I said, we're going to be doing more of these 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so you guys can keep making it rain and learning how to use FlowTrack for your clients and other businesses. So, all right. Someone's saying, Danny says he's doing well, but I know why it is doing that, by the way. Okay, perfect. Glad to hear you're doing well. All right, I'm going to give you guys another minute to drop in any other questions and comments so we can get those answered. If not, I'm going to go ahead and see you guys on the next one on Caviar Wednesday. Again, that's 3 p.m. Eastern. Another person says, thank you for all the cool stuff. I'll definitely let the team know that you said that. The team's been cranking, been hard at work to get everything out for you guys. Someone's asking about a date set for the calendar builder. So as soon as we get all hands off deck for the website builder, we're going to be pushing out the calendar. So, we have the philosophy that we want to get the things we have working as close to perfect as possible before we push something new out, because we know, you gotta, have resources on there to support all the new stuff. So they're just finishing up some stuff on the website builder, and then we'll get the calendar out. So it's going to be this month, sometime around then. So this month, could be days, could be 2 days, could be, a week and a half, sometime this month. Great question. So any update on the trigger of flow by keyword? So it's similar to the calendar I just said. So right now we're, all hands on deck, working on the website builder. So we're going to have more great updates to come. Website builder is a beast of a system, right? There's so many different possible combinations and elements and styles, and there's like 1,000 different options for each element. So when we do something in the website builder, it's a big deal. So it's all hands on deck working on that right now, for the most part. So, but we'll get that out too. I know that is in there in the queue, specifically that one, I know. Well, great. I'm glad to be able to answer all your questions. So let me know if you guys have any more. You can just drop them in the comments, and we'll try to get back to those later. So I appreciate you guys all joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one on Wednesday. Thanks. Bye.